Good afternoon to one and one of present here. Myself Deepa Gupta, BPO final year student from CIRS Bhubaneswar and co-presenter Dr. Saurya Mahapatra sir. We are going to present paper topic is interdependence human activity assistive technology model. I had a conceptual approach. Now, in this slide background, current evidence-based practice (EBP) mandates have contributed to a dissonance between theory and practice, where evidence is applied without contemplation of its theoretical foundation. The underutilization of theory and assistive technology research has diminished the ability to identify and refine conceptual relationships among the intervention and between population and to develop a systematized knowledge base. Additionally, the scarcity of theoretically framed research leaves a gap in the AT field that allow for predominant medicalized view of this ability to guide EVP without regard to its underlying effects on PWD or consideration of the trajectory of the field. This paper argue that AT research must be framed by a theoretical model that emphasizes the personal and contextual factors contributing to social exclusion. Next slide, aim and objectives. The purpose of this paper is to demonstrate the utility of the IHAT as theoretical framework in AT outcome research. First, I will explain the importance of theory in AT research. Then, each conceptual framework will be discussed both individual and as merged unit. Finally, the application of the merged framework to the author, the study population of former long-term nursing home residents using AT in the community will serve as an example for how this framework can guide AT research, design, and result interpretation. Now, in this slide method, the human activity assistive technology HAT model is recognized as the founding theoretical model of AT. It is visually represented as a three-dimensional sphere consisting of equal parts human activity and AT housed within a contextual cube. The human represents an individual physical, emotional, cognitive, and sensory skill used in active participants as well as their life roles. Technology, experience, motivations, and lifespan considerations. Then interdependence frame for AT illustrates the multiple interaction between people, AT, and environment without specific identification of a single AT user. This contrast of the independence frame commonly utilized in rehabilitation research examination the effectiveness of AT in improving functional independence and participation in specific daily activities.
Everyone. Now the context picture. So three main conceptual is human and the activity and assistive technology. And this figure 2 is comparison of the independence and interdependence frames of assistive technology with the environment. The assistive technology used to make the disabled person to make a bull, and the interdependence means assistive technology with environmental factors with person to person interlinked. Coming to deep, the human mainly we assess the personal factor that is more interdependence, the interaction between assistive technology and all persons in an AT system. Then activity means the participation with the in a type of task and activity type and the K level, and the context is social and environmental factors that the interdependence as a representative of the social cultural values and personal identity. And the assistive technology types and the purposes and uses layer design and utility of the AT device or systems. Then the human personal factor, the demographic factor, health related factor, that is defined into physical and psychological factor, and activity mainly indoor activity, outdoor activity, and the family role and professionalism, and the social life and paid work or education as a student or professionals. The socio-cultural perception is the disability and environmental factor, that is the any barrier, and assist technology types of that crutches, canes or walker or wheelchair. Coming to results, the results within it became evident that at least one factor from each domain impacted participation and quality of living outcomes for the study participants, exemplifying the meaning of an interactional AT system. Specifically, a person wants, needs, and a lived experience which were outlined in the human domain were more likely to be identified and supported during the transition planning when each IHAT domain was proposed and addressed. Transition care planning that incorporated consideration of contextual elements, that is environment, resources, and positive relationship. Coming to discussion and conclusion part, the use of the IHAT model as a conceptual foundation and pragmatic structural frame for AT outcome research processes from design to result interpretation may help this endeavor. The IHAT model assisted in categorizing quantitative variables, visualizing the